Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about the Clone Wars. Season 1 came out way back in 2008. And the thing is that when this first popped up on Cartoon Network, I wasn't really too interested. I was about 27 years old. It was a cartoon. And I didn't understand what was the deal because Cartoon Network already had a Clone Wars TV series, but it was 2D animation. Now, with the Clone Wars movie that I'm going to do a separate video on, it was very weird because it was like 4 episodes of the TV series squashed together, and they punched up a couple of things. And at least for me, it didn't work. I didn't like it. It soured me on the TV series. And it's so weird because the same thing happened with The Mandalorian and Grogu again, which I saw about 2 weeks ago, where you had like 4 or 5 episodes squashed together, and that's the movie, and it had a really weird dynamic to it. The thing is that the Clone Wars series came and went. It had 7 seasons, and over the years I started to hear really good things about it. A couple years ago I did dive into it, and I watched maybe the first 3 seasons. I really liked it. I was very impressed. And now I rewatched season 1, and boy, some of the episodes are really, really good. Like, a couple of them are like straight up kids cartoons. There's not much to it, just dumb action, and that's just fine. But quite a few episodes have like gripping stories to them and touch on some pretty heavy issues. There's a surprising amount of death in this series. I'm not sure how they got this past the authorities at Cartoon Network and this hit the air for a kids cartoon show. So let's get into the breakdown. Let's talk about our heroes, which obviously in this series they focus quite a bit not only on Anakin and Obi-Wan, which really get fleshed out in the series in general. We learn a lot more about these characters, and I love the banter between Anakin and Obi-Wan. We also get a new Padawan for Anakin, who at first I find to be very irritating with Ahsoka, but she starts to grow on me. She starts to evolve. The really weird thing is that this is going to happen again with the Bad Batch with Omega. But the thing is that we get many Jedi in this series, and quite a few of them get their spotlight. You get Yoda, you get Mace Windu, but also you get Plo Koon or Kit Fisto. You also start to learn more about the Jedi Order. Then, let's talk about the bad guys. You have Count Dooku, who is a total badass and a handful for the Jedi. But my favorite bad guy from the series is General Grievous. The guy is just rotten to the core, and I love the fact that he has a total disregard for his forces. And I love how he feels like a physical threat to the Jedi themselves. And I like there's friction between Grievous and Dooku. Also, I forgot to mention Dooku's main assassin and Padawan, Asajj Ventress. Here, she's not developed too much. She's just like the enforcer to Dooku. She's going to get more fleshed out in further seasons. And also, I love the droids. They always crack me up. I love the personality that they have been given. It is hilarious how expendable they are. And then, talking about expendables, let's talk about another group of good guys, side characters that, to me, almost steal the show, the clones. The way the clones are developed in this series is fantastic, and how they start to show that each one sort of has their own personalities. And many clones get killed in this series, and a lot of them come to grips or have trouble coming to grips with this fact that they sometimes view themselves as possibly expendable. There are a couple of episodes that focus solely on the clones that are fantastic. And also we get 2 clone characters that are going to be really important, Rex and Cody. Also, I mustn't forget, there's an episode that focuses on R2-D2. And we discover that R2 is pretty hardcore. Like, he kills another droid. I know, it's a robot. I know they can't die, but you get the idea. Now, for the bad, that they're not too many. Okay, so I mentioned a couple of episodes are like very kid-focused, obviously because it's a kid TV series. But there's maybe 2 or 3 episodes where Jar Jar Binks is the focus, and I just find the character just to be insufferable. I can't stand his antics in general, but there's one really funny moment where the clones realize that Jar Jar is such a pain in the ass that they let him get captured. And terrible things start happening to the bad guys who have captured him in the first place. That's freaking hilarious. Now, also, before I end, I have to mention Cad Bane. Fucking awesome bounty hunter. He is a pain in the ass for the Jedi. It's so cool to see a bad guy be one step ahead of the good guys. He's always able to slip away. So let's leave things here. And my stupid score for the series is going to be 26. There is a lot of room for improvement in this series, but a fantastic watch. So see you guys next time. Bye.